Okay guys, so in today's video we are going to be going through 10 mistakes in Piggy that you did not know about. Now these mistakes are going to range from map building, from kind of storyline to kind of everything else. And I guarantee you that you probably did not realize that there were quite a few mistakes in Piggy. So we are going to be doing the unfortunate events of pointing them all out. So Minitoon, sorry in advance. Now I would just like to put a disclaimer that there are a few that are kind of not really explained and some that might not really make a lot of sense. But we'll get to that when we get there. But guys, if you could be using star code Antixx when buying Robux or Premium, that would be much appreciated. And if you do, make sure to take a picture, send it to me over on Twitter or Discord so that I can use it in videos going forward. So guys, 10 mistakes. Let's get into this. Number 1. The whiteboard message. Now, I've spoken about this one quite a lot on the channel, but since been doing these like top 10 videos, I have not brought it up since, so this might well be very brand new to you guys. But this whiteboard message that you can find in the school map, the hidden message behind it doesn't necessarily make sense, and I'm about to explain why, guys. So the message behind it says, I feel everything I do. I can't control my actions. I can't help myself. My mind yells for help, but my body does not agree. I wish the world would understand. Now we're going to take one very simple, very close look at one of these sentences here. That sentence being, I can't control my actions. Now I've said this time and time again. If you cannot control your actions, then how are you writing on a chalkboard, my dear friend? So I think that that is most definitely one mistake on Minitoon's behalf. Whoever wrote this note, whoever wrote this like chalkboard message, I'm assuming is probably teacher by now because they were infected and they couldn't control their actions. Well, tell me this, guys, how did they manage to write on a chalkboard? Because not being able to control your actions and then writing all over a chalkboard just doesn't really make sense. Number 2, Player and Willow. Now this one is going to be storyline based, and this is something that to me doesn't necessarily make sense in the storyline. So I'm going to take you back to the alleys right now. As you can see in the background of this video, we are in the alleys and we are going through this whole kind of like speaking with Doggy type thing. And Doggy, he basically says to us, you best be right that she's here. So with that being said, we do know about Willow's profile. We know that she's here, we know her name, we know everything that she's up to. We know that we have been looking after her, we are the detective, we have been searching for her. But then the strange thing is, if you go to the end of the store map where you actually do manage to find Willow and she takes away Zizzy and all that sort of stuff, somehow the detective, the player, whoever we play, they kind of just completely forget the fact that they have already arrested Willow in the alleys. And in fact, I'll even go as far to say that we even question Pony about who she is. Pony has to describe the fact that she is a part of the Silver Paw and that, you know, Willow is a part of the Silver Paw, but we have absolutely no idea who Willow is at this point. Maybe that infection from the school map kind of took a toll on our brains, but yeah, this one doesn't really make much sense. So Minitoon, I think you might want to just change the fact that we do know Willow. Maybe just a little line acknowledging the fact, oh, it's you again, because that one in my mind just does not make sense. Number 3, Sewer's Gap. Now guys, this one is a map building error, and I'll be very surprised if you guys have ever actually noticed this map building error. Now you can actually look all the way through the floor in the sewers. So if you go down the stairs, you know, where the flood is and all that sort of stuff, you just go down, there is a pretty big gap where you can actually look down into the abyss. Now of course IKEA's did build this map, so yeah, this is a little bit of a mistake on IKEA's part here. But luckily for this kind of little mistake thing that's going on here, you can't fall through it. So it's not the end of the world, but just know that there is a humongous gap in the sewers map and you can literally look straight through the floor. I think when this first came out, I thought that this was some kind of Easter egg because it was that huge and that noticeable. But guys, it literally just turns out to be an error. Number 4, Willow tearing away. Now, Willow wasn't very happy when she brought up the fact that we tore her away from her family, because apparently we were the officers that tore her away. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you, but we were not actually that detective that tore her away from her family. In fact, to be precise, it was not even us, it was Polly. And not just one Polly, 2 Polies. So when Willow brings up the fact that we tore her away from her family, well guys, that's a fair bit of a mistake on Minitoon's behalf once again. But don't worry, Minitoon, you're doing everything right, there's just a few little hiccups here and there. And maybe these make sense in Minitoon's head, but for me, they just don't make sense to me. But yeah, we most definitely did not tear Willow away from her family. In fact, it was literally just Polly and Polly number 2. Number 5, Doggy. Now there seems to be a little bit of a glitch going on with this one. Now Doggy was kind of there, like nice and secretive in the hospital map just at the beginning. You kind of get him wheeled in by Bunny because we've fallen sick, and you basically look up and you see Doggy staring straight back down at you. Well guys, since then people have done videos on it, and people seem to think that, you know, Minitoon has added this in as a kind of like Easter egg because he was there at some point and now all of a sudden he's disappeared. Well guys, fun fact, Minitoon actually confirmed the fact that this is just a glitch and just a mistake. So Doggy is still meant to be there, he is literally just missing because something I'm sure has gone wrong in the coding. But don't worry guys, Doggy will return. Number 6, Peppa Pig theme. Now I'll be honest, this is kind of a mistake and kind of a huge kind of bonus because let's be honest, if it wasn't for Peppa Pig and everybody making that kind of relation to Peppa Pig, I don't know if the game would have gone that far. But the whole Peppa Pig theme was kind of a mistake because it did get into some copyright issues. Of course, we had all of the skin remodels, we had wave 1, we had wave 2, we almost had like a wave 3. Basically what I'm saying is there was quite a few skins that needed remaking, guys. And that's all because that where was their hair, they were quite similar to old Peppa Pig. So Minitoon basically got requested to change these skins up, which he then obviously did, and I'm assuming that if he didn't, then Piggy probably would not be here right now. So like I said, that was kind of a mistake, kind of not a mistake, because I'm sure that it actually helped out Piggy an awful lot. Number 7, helicopter signal. Okay, so if you guys are a regular on the channel here, you will know exactly what I'm speaking about. So this helicopter signal that we get, you know, towards the outpost and the end of the mall map, this kind of helicopter signal, it just again doesn't make sense to me, and I'm about to explain why, guys. So at the end of the hospital, you clearly see that, you know, Mr. P flies away in his helicopter, and the only people that know that Mr. P has flown away in his helicopter is myself and Bunny, because those are the only 2 characters that were present at the time. However, the strange thing is that at the end of the mall map, you know, we've just found George and stuff like that. Well, Pony walks up to us and he basically says, do you know what? We found a helicopter signal. Well, Pony, how did you know that we were looking for a helicopter signal? How did you know that Mr. P escaped in the helicopter signal? Because we for sure did not say anything about this helicopter to Pony, and of course, Bunny is dead. So either Minitoon basically made Pony assume the fact that we were looking for this helicopter signal and didn't really explain that part of the story, or there is something else going more on in the background that we don't actually necessarily know about yet. And what I mean by that is that maybe Pony was in fact working alongside with Mr. P, but I'm sure that we will find out very soon. Number 8, main menu glitch. Now, I have actually spoken about this in a very previous video. This was like a while ago now. I think it was something along the lines of 30 things that you didn't know about in Piggy, or it was a fact video or something like that. But you can actually glitch in the menu of Piggy. So if you go to the main menu of Piggy and you basically change your camera toggle, you can literally look around in the main menu. Now, Minitoon did speak about adding like a note basically saying, you should not be here. Why are you seeing this note? Because I didn't even know about this glitch until Minitoon told me. But I do find this main menu glitch pretty cool. I actually have tried this a couple of times, and you can literally just get into the main menu, take a look around, and it's actually quite cool to move around in the main menu. And in fact, I would say that it would be actually a really good idea if Minitoon could add an Easter egg into this. But at the time, this was most definitely not. He didn't mean to do this, guys. So that is most definitely a mistake on Minitoon's behalf. Number 9, gallery balcony. Oh my goodness, you guys know exactly what I'm speaking about here. There is a glitch in the gallery where you can literally go up the spiral staircase without hammering that kind of wooden plank. And I would say that this is probably one of the biggest mistakes ongoing in book 1. This one, it just doesn't make the gallery playable. Almost every single time that we go into this now, everybody is doing this. And Minitoon, you said you were going to change this up ages ago, and it's still a thing. But this glitch, this balcony kind of like glitch thing, it is not fun. It is literally not fun. If someone gets up on that spiral staircase and you're a Piggy and they haven't hammered the door, it's game over. And finally, number 10, safe glitching. Now, I'll be honest, I love doing this. This is good fun doing a good old bit of safe glitching, just getting all of these stuff before you can actually get the key to open the safe. It is great. Now, I'm going to do a complete brand new video on how to do a few glitches inside of Piggy, so I'm not going to explain to you guys how you can do this, but what you can do is you can literally get items out of a safe before even getting the key for that particular safe. Now, I'll be honest, it's actually pretty fun to do, but it's pretty annoying when you actually find the key and you go to the safe and it's literally nothing in there because somebody's already glitched it. But this did get patched with book 2, I think maybe even chapter 3 of book 2, that you can no longer do this safe glitching. But all the way through book 1, all the way up until book 2 of chapter 3, you can actually do this glitching. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, what did you guys think about these mistakes in Piggy? But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you guys in the next one.